5 o'clock. When the city is still half asleep, we're here, about to head out on a school trip. Just by listening to these sounds, I already know our field trip is about to begin. The bus is moving now. I don't know how clearly I remember this trip when I grow older, but I do know this student life log will become a beautiful memory of mine. Not just a trip to rest, but a trip to turn what I'm learning into real experiences. One day, when I watch this vlog again, I remember how this moment felt. And right now, I'm here with everyone. I'm Châu, and this is my field trip to Central Vietnam. On our first day, we headed from Ho Chi Minh City to Khánh Hòa. We left the city behind and stopped along the way for breakfast. I got to have bún bò this morning, one of my favorite dishes ever. Honestly, I was so excited to eat it. This is exactly what I needed this morning. We passed by so many beautiful views along the way, and finally the sea. The journey is really long, so after breakfast, we will have lunch at Cana. We had some steamed vegetables, poached chicken with bok choy, something like raised fish, and a communal soup dish. And honestly, the sea view there was amazing. On the next part of the ride, I saw so many wind turbines, and seeing them up close was really impressive. This was our destination for the day, the Institute of Oceanography. Inside, there were so many marine specimens on display. One of the most remarkable displays is the giant whale skeleton, which highlights the incredible size and the structure of these marine mammals. Look at this shark tank. When I stepped into the aquarium, I was so amazed. There are huge tanks everywhere, filled with thousands of marine creatures, from sharks, sea turtles, to colorful coral reefs. It really feels like you're standing right in the middle of the ocean, with only a clear glass world separating you from the underwater world. I saw a lot of unique fish species, many of which I never seen before, and it was really interesting to learn about them. Wow! I was actually surprised when I saw these sharks. They are smaller than how I imagined sharks to be. I always thought sharks were huge and super scary, but these ones are actually kind of cute. The funny thing is, they don't even swim around that much. They just stay there, super still, and almost like they are sleeping. So kind of it feels like they're just vibing in their own little world. Just got my room, guys, and I'm obsessed with this film. The waves are really strong today, everyone. Tonight we're having real pot rolls, my all-time favorite dish. Even when I'm in Saigon, I'm always searching for places that serve it. We also got to eat bún thịt nướng. That evening, we walked around Nha Trang Square and met this guy. Em hỏi anh là điều gì ở Nha Trang đã khiến anh đặc biệt chọn nơi này để làm cái nơi đến cho cái chuyến đi lần này ạ?
Mình nghĩ điều đặc biệt nhất khi mà để mình đến đây là chắc là biển của Nha Trang. Mình muốn đi biển. Yeah.
Dạ thế thì so với những cái trải nghiệm, so với những cái hình dung của anh về Nha Trang khi anh coi trên TikTok hay là gì đó, thì anh khi mà anh được trải nghiệm thực tế ở đây thì anh cảm thấy nó có như kỳ vọng của mình không, hay là có cái gì mà anh cảm thấy nó cứng không ạ?
Chắc có lẽ là không như kỳ vọng một xíu, là tại vì cái lần này mình đi thì nó có chút mưa và cái trời nó cũng không có được suôn sẻ cho lắm, cho nên là chuyến đi này cũng được khoảng 7/10 thôi, chứ cũng không được trọn vẹn lắm, tại vì cái đợt này mình đi nó bị hơi âm u, cũng không có nhiều nắng để mình được trải nghiệm tắm biển.
Vậy thì anh có một cái điểm đến nào ở nơi đây mà anh tâm đắc, anh cảm thấy ấn tượng và anh nhớ nhất không ạ? Hay là anh nếu mà có dịp quay lại thì anh sẽ ghé đến cái điểm đó lần 2 ở Nha Trang ạ?
Cái điểm mà mình tâm đắc nhất hả? Mình nghĩ là gần như là mọi thứ ở đây thôi, tại vì ở đây thì không khí mát mẻ, người dân người ta cũng dễ chịu nữa, với lại một phần là mình đến đây cũng chỉ vì mình muốn được tắm biển, với lại mình được trải nghiệm du lịch biển ở đây thôi, cho nên chắc lần sau mình tới mình cũng sẽ lựa một cái thời điểm nào đó nó hợp lý hơn, nhiều nắng hơn để mình có thể được trải nghiệm tắm biển ở đây.
Dạ, em cảm ơn anh, chúc anh có một chuyến đi vui vẻ. Cảm ơn.
Today was a long day. Good night, everyone. Welcome to day 2. We woke up early to watch the sunrise, but I think we picked the wrong spot. Today, we're heading to Hang Chong. Here, we were surrounded by the calming sounds of traditional Vietnamese instruments. The room had a strong onward charm, with soft lighting and a calm, timeless atmosphere. Now, let's take a moment and listen to this piece of music. The sound was soft and melodic, sometimes gentle and flowing, sometimes light and rhythmic, creating a very peaceful feeling and a truly soothing atmosphere. After that, we headed outside to a rocky area.
This place is famous for these huge rocks stuck right next to the sea, and there are local legend that a giant once stood here and left behind these marks on the rocks, like giant footprints or handprints. So let's come with me and spot them together. Let's go!
Some people believe it's just a natural formation shaped by erosion over time, but seeing it in person is still really amazing. It looks surprisingly real.
We continue our journey to Quy Nhơn.
Along the way, we passed by so many beautiful views and realized how many stunning structures Vietnam has. And finally, we arrived at its flower sign in Quy Nhơn.
This space room is actually one of my favorite parts. Standing here makes me realize how small humans truly are compared to the vastness of the universe. Our planet is just a tiny dot in the endless space. It's kind of crazy to think that we are living in that small planet floating in space. There were planet models everywhere, along with cool visuals that make science feel really engaging.
You can even do experiments here, like experiencing wind power or how electricity is generated.
This place is all about making science more fun and easier to understand, especially through hands-on activity. What I really like in here is that it doesn't feel like learning in the classroom at all. Honestly, it's one of those places where you can learn something new without even realizing it.
Besides the experiments, if you want to understand the science behind all of this more clearly, this place also provides detailed explanations and information. Everything is displayed in a simple and easy to understand way, so you can take the time to read, learn, and really understand how these scientific concepts work. I moved to the electricity zone, where you can ride a bike to generate power. The faster you pedal, the brighter the light gets, so you can actually see energy being created by your own movement. There's also an illusion room, where people can look smaller or bigger just by standing in different spots. One of the highlights here is the electricity demonstration show. The staff perform light experiments with electricity. And then something really special happened. At that moment, we were all trying to guess. Do you know what this melody is? After that, we went out for dinner, and honestly, it was the best meal of the entire trip for me, especially the chicken sticky rice. And just like that, another day was over. Good night! Day 3. We visiting El Yar. This place was so windy, but the views were absolutely worth it.
This is where we are today. This place is called El Yar, wind spray. The wind here is really something else. It's strong, constant, and you can feel it the moment you step in.
After all the noise from the wind and the waves, everything suddenly feels much calmer. And this is where we are now. There were so many young performers here, and you could really see their talent and dedication in every move.
The highlight I want to show you is the monument of Emperor Wangzhong, standing proudly in the heart of the courtyard. We are at Wangzhong Museum. This place is dedicated to Emperor Wangzhong, one of the most important figures in Vietnamese history.
Walking around here feels very different from the places we visited earlier.
It's quite more serious and it really makes you slow down. Being here reminds me that this trip isn't just about beautiful views, but also about understanding where we come from.
Inside the museum, the walls were filled with beautiful images and detailed displays. Each one told a story, helping us understand the history more clearly. Wow, this sunset is really something. That night, I tried the local food with my friends, and they were absolutely delicious. See you tomorrow! Day 4 of our trip. The atmosphere here feels really cold to me. We visited the statue of Our Lady of Mang Đen. The statue stands tall and serene, offering a quiet spot for visitors. The area was simple but beautiful, with a view of the surrounding hills and trees, offering a peaceful escape. Next, we explore the art garden.
Hi everyone, I'm currently at the Mang Đen Art Stone Garden. As soon as I got here, I could feel the cool, fresh air with pine forest all around, which makes the atmosphere really relaxing. Inside the garden, there are many stone sculptures with unique shapes, and each one makes me think of a different story. I'm just walking around slowly, enjoying the view and taking some photos, and it honestly feels very calming. If you ever visit Mang Đen, I think this is a peaceful spot that's perfect for chilling and connecting with nature.
Throughout the area, many stones were carved and painted with different patterns and symbols. Some of them even feature human-like faces, giving the garden a strong artistic identity. Next, we came to a quiet place surrounded by rows of tea trees. The tea fields stretched far into the distance. It was a simple stop, but one stood out for its calm and wide-open view.
Together, the tea fields and the towering pine trees form a harmonious landscape, blending up in green spaces with a calm presence of the forest, making the whole place feel super poetic and dreamy, like something straight out of the movie.
And this is my favorite scenes today.
The old pine trees at Biển Hồ Chè have a very quiet kind of beauty. They've been standing there for a long time, lining the road like silent companions. When the sunlight comes through the branches, everything feels slower and softer. The air is cool, the leaves more gently, and for a moment, nothing feels rushed. Walking under those trees, you don't really think much, you just feel calm. It's the kind of place that makes you want to walk a little slower, breathe a little deeper, and keep the moment to yourself. The pine trees don't try to impress anyone, but somehow they make the road feel more romantic, more peaceful, and hard to forget. And right now we are at Yuan Ninh. Follow me!
On that day, the sky was filled with pure white clouds, making the view even more beautiful and unforgettable.
This is Yuan Ninh, also known as Biển Hồ. The lake was formed from an ancient volcanic crater millions of years ago, which is why the water here is always clear, deep, and beautifully blue. Surrounded by lush green hills and forests, the air feels cool and incredibly refreshing. Standing here, it feels like time slowed down, peaceful, quiet, and deeply connected to the spirit of the Central Highlands. This spike-like road at Biển Hồ is one of the most relaxing spots here. Tall pine trees stretch along both sides of the road, making the space feel open and calm. The air is cool, there's a light breeze, and it's really quiet. Just the sound of the wind and the people walking by. It's the kind of place where you don't need to do much. Just walk, look around, and enjoy the moment.
And right now we will move to restaurant. What made the party even more special was the powerful and captivating voice of this man. Everyone was immersed in the atmosphere and enjoyed the moment together. The fourth night ended beautifully like that. Good night, everyone. The morning of day 5 began. Before arriving at the destination, we bought some snacks and escaped because it was too cold.
Our next stop is the World Coffee Museum in Bumathur.
When stepping inside the museum, the atmosphere feels calm and relaxing.
The curved buildings are inspired by traditional Ede longhouses, so instead of feeling like a typical museum, it feels warm and surprisingly familiar.
The exhibition areas are neatly arranged, showing coffee-related items from different countries around the world. Along the walkways, visitors can see tools for roasting, grinding, and brewing coffee from various periods. What makes the experience even more special is that visitors can taste coffee inside the museum, enjoying its aroma and flavor while learning more about the culture and stories behind each cup.
Inside, it's not just about coffee itself. The exhibitions tell a much bigger story about culture, history, and how coffee has become part of everyday life in different parts of the world. Some displays are really visually impressive.
And as you walk through them, you start to realize that coffee isn't just a drink, it's a lifestyle.
After spending some time here, you can really feel how deeply coffee is connected to this place, not just as a product, but as part of Bumathur's identity.
Akodahong is a peaceful village that preserves the traditional lifestyle of the Ede people, where a matrilineal system gives women an important role. But unfortunately, we couldn't explore it because of some issues. That evening, we experienced Central Highlands music at Gotham tourist area, powerful singing, conch performances by village areas, and traditional Ede dances reflected the local culture. To end the night, everyone gathered around the campfire, creating a warm and unforgettable atmosphere. And I had a short conversation with a really lovely woman there.
Dạ, chào chị ạ. Chị giới thiệu sơ về bản thân mình được không ạ?
Chị tên là Hậu Anh Mlo, là người dân tộc Ede và cũng là nhân viên của du lịch Cọ Tam.
Dạ, cho em hỏi là với mình thì lửa trại có ý nghĩa như thế nào ạ?
Lửa trại là cái đặc tượng trưng của người Ede tụi chị. Khi nào mà có đoàn du khách lớn là tụi chị sẽ làm cái cồng chiêng lửa trại đó mỗi khi dịp lễ hội lớn, đặc biệt vào mùa tháng 3 này là mùa mừng lúa mới, xong rồi mùa lễ Tết nữa.
Dạ, vậy thì chị cảm thấy như thế nào khi mà văn hóa của người Ede mình được giới thiệu cho đến du khách, như là đặc biệt là các bạn học sinh như là tụi em ạ?
Chị cảm thấy là rất vui và tự hào khi được giới thiệu các du khách, đặc biệt là như hôm nay là của Đại học Sài Gòn, là cảm thấy rất vui khi được tiếp với du khách bên đó.
Dạ thì sau cái đêm bùng cháy như hôm nay thì chị mong muốn là các bạn học sinh tụi em sẽ nhớ đến những cái điều gì nhất ạ?
Chị mong muốn là bên học sinh sinh viên tụi em nhớ nhất là sẽ về đây hội ngộ bên du lịch Cọ Tam là không gian văn hóa lý tưởng và điểm đến du lịch khắp mọi miền. Với lại tụi chị ở đây là với miền văn hóa đặc trưng của người Ede, với lại theo chế độ máu hệ người Ede, như tụi chị là con theo họ mẹ là máu hệ.
Dạ, em cảm ơn cái bài chia sẻ của chị, em thật sự rất là thích và rất là trân trọng. Em cảm ơn chị nhiều ạ.
Cảm ơn em.
What a meaningful evening. Day 6. The final destination of our journey was Raysap Waterfall.
This is actually my first time ever coming to Raysap Waterfall, and honestly, I didn't expect to feel this much. The moment I heard the water before even seeing it, my heart kind of speak up. And then, when it finally came to view, wow, it's loud, it's powerful, it's messy in the best way possible.
Standing there, I was impressed by the vast scenery surrounding the waterfall. This marked the final stop of our journey, signaling the end of our 6-day, 5-night adventure.
So, how do you feel about this trip?
Unforgettable, super fun, memorable, enjoyable,
significant,
wonderful, amazing,
interesting, fabulous, terrific.
Thank you! Thank you for being a part of each other. Yeah!
Every trip comes to an end, and this one will too. But somewhere in this vlog, a part of my student life is being kept. I didn't film anything, but I filmed how it felt.
Các bạn, tại sao tôi không gửi liền? Nếu tôi gửi liền thì đó là hình mộc, nó không có đẹp. Đúng không? Tôi phải chỉnh sửa lại cho nó đẹp chút xíu, và bởi vì tôi trân quý những con người trong tấm hình đó, để tôi có thể gửi cho các bạn, và có thể đó là cái tấm lòng của anh nằm ở trong đó nha. Chốt là cái vấn đề như thế này là chúng ta là từ những con người không quen biết gì với nhau cả, nhưng mà có một cái cơ duyên anh lại đi đúng cái đợt 2 này, đi đúng cái xe số 2 này, và đi đúng lớp của các bạn, và một cái cơ duyên nào đó các bạn lại đồng hành với anh. Vậy thì chúng ta thấy rằng cái duyên không phải do ông trời, không phải cho chúng ta tạo ra, mà là ông trời tạo. Nhưng để giữ được cái phận đó thì có lẽ đó chính là cái tình cảm của chúng ta. Hành trình của mình đến kết thúc rồi các bạn, và lời cuối cùng từ tận đáy lòng của anh Thần xin chúc tất cả các bạn luôn thành công, luôn nhiều sức khỏe và luôn có những cái bình an trong cuộc sống này. Và nếu có cơ hội anh mong gặp lại các em nơi mà các em thành công nhất của cuộc đời mình. Thay mặt tất cả những người thực hiện chương trình này, xin gửi lời tri ân tới tất cả các bạn subscribe và Happy New Year.